guys, Shelly here with the Gray Wren Nest. Boy, do I have a video for you today that you are gonna flip over, I promise. I found an app called REPPER. I ran across this app when I was searching for a way to make seamless repeating patterns for fabrics, for fabric designing. As you saw in the first video, I taught you how to make a repeating tile for our cheater cloth. And now I'm going to show you how to make companion fabric. So what is companion fabric? Well, let me just give you a visual here. How many times do you go into the store and they have all of their collections in a row? And in that collection, there are solids, there's tiny prints, there's big prints, there are complementary colors in the layer cakes and the jelly rolls and the 5.5-inch squares and fat quarter bundles. Have you ever wondered to yourself, how do they design these? And you know, it's a mystery. Well, it's not a mystery anymore because I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you in a fashion that is a zip. And when I say zip, I'm not joking. As a quilter, I have a true desire to design my own fabrics. Why? Because if I want to say the quilt is truly my design, then it has to be my fabrics as well. As I shared in the first video in Electric Quilt 8, we can upload digital files, digital patterns. Well, uploading someone else's digital pattern and you make the repeating pattern out of it, but you're using someone else's design, you can't really call that your own. So I was on a mission. And when I ran across REPPER, I thought, hallelujah, I'm breaking the code and I'm going to share this code with you. In doing so, I want to thank Wilder and his company for sponsoring this video. And I encourage you to click on the link below. The link below takes you to his website, and it also has a code for 20% off. You get to play around in this program for 14 days. And let me tell you, 14 days is, you're just going to be addicted to it. And you're going to want to keep creating. So why would you keep creating? It seems like a lot, huh? Well, let's think about this. A digital file can be used for the quilting world, the fashion industry, the print-on-demand storefronts that you see that you can set up and people can order from you and you don't have any of the headaches of getting the product ready because your digital designs are covering that item and you get to sell it from your own store. You can take it to Spoonflower and print it off and create your quilts that way and by hand and piecing it all together. You can use digital files in so many ways. And I hope along the course of my journey, I share all of the ways with you as well and spark your interest into a different avenue that maybe you haven't thought of. And it's all thanks to REPPER. And I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart because it's just that easy and that exciting. So click that link below and I'll meet you on the REPPER page. Okay, here we are on the home page. Click this button here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. There's a pattern, there's a pattern. He saved the pattern. There's another pattern he saved. There's one, there's one. All you do with a click of a mouse, and it's the exact coloring of your source object. And then there's 3D modeling, rendering as well. Look at that. This is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Did I get you interested? I know I am. I certainly was when I first ran across this. But let me point you up here real quick. This tells you about the features of the app. You get a commercial license, which means the prints that you make are yours. You have the license to sell them. They belong to you. They come out in vector sizes, so that's a file that can be resized easily. You can export up to 35K of pixels. Whoa! You can batch export. You can do 3D preview. You can have unlimited collections, and they stay in the cloud on this website, or you can download them to your desktop. It's up to you. I prefer to just keep them in the collections on the website, so it doesn't, take up space on my desktop. And I only download the ones that I know that I'm going to be selling on my print on demand storefront that is also down in the description box, and also over on Spoonflower. Let's see. Oh, you can email the support creators. You get to talk to them personally, because I know I did. And you have instant access to any new features they come up with. It's just amazing. And it auto syncs and backs up, so you can't lose anything. So the pricing is $12.99 a month or $9.99 yearly, which takes it down to $9.99. But with the 20% off coupon, it takes it down further. But I see that there's a save 25%. So that's even more than my coupon. So I don't know how long that's going to last. I think, I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do, but I'd be jumping on that. Remember, they take the 25% off the first billing. So if it's monthly, you only get it on the first month. And if it's yearly, you get it for the whole year, the 25% off. All right, so let's jump in. Oh, and I don't want to forget, they have educational videos, step by step, on how to understand this program. And there's really not a lot to understand because it is so easy. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. There's my new button. So I have to tell it, do I want to, continue on with my collection or create a new collection? I'm going to create it and call it, right now, just X's and O's because I haven't named it yet. And I'm going to say create collection. Oh, you know what? I did stock videos. So I already have that one listed as XO, but I'm just going to add to this library. And speaking of library, this is my library that I pulled information in from, but I got it from their image search. So all you need is a source. And after a while, you'll start looking at certain color schemes and patterns and figuring out ways to bring it in. You can even search by like themes. So I put in hearts for Valentine's, and that's how I came up with my sources. So I'm going to add an image, upload image on my source image. And look, I already have a pattern over here. Yes, I do. I think that's pretty awesome. In fact, I think this would make a gorgeous cheater cloth. Isn't that neat? You could also rotate and do different effects. But let me just play here for a little bit. I actually like that one, so I'm going to add it to the collection so I don't lose it. I'm just slowly moving. As I move, whatever is in that box there, that's what you're seeing. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm in love. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, wouldn't that make a beautiful, beautiful Easter whole cloth quilt? You could change the colors. You can do just about anything. I love it. I'm gonna save it because I can change the colors later. And that's what my tile looks like. You would never guess that tile would turn into this. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's see what else we get. Oh, oh wow. I'm gonna save that one. Right now, it looks like I'm saving hero fabrics that are my primary fabrics, but pretty soon I'm gonna be sharing something else. Oh, I love that too. Okay, so the more I get more colors in there, the smaller the print gets, and it can turn into, oh, I love it. That's pretty too. Let's see if there's one I like. Boy, that's beautiful. Hmm, that's gorgeous. Let's save that one. Let's come over here. Oh, I love that one too. All right. Do you see the pattern that I'm seeing right there? Mm-hmm. Sawtooth star right there. I'm going to save that. Wow. And right there is another cheater cloth. That's amazing. Let's go up here to different patterns. Let's see. Oh, I pick from here, I think. Wow. I think I can actually see some ideas all at once too. Let me just double check. Yeah, look at these. You know what you could do with this? You can have it striped. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that you could do, if you could take this over to the other program and resize it in that program for your 2.5 borders. Have you ever wanted to really create a border that matches? Look, here's a border, and here's a border. Right there's a gorgeous seamless border. Look at that. You could do your 2.5 right here and put it on the fold. Mm, are you with me on that? If you're not in the quilting world, you might not know what I'm talking about, but this is binding for the quilts around the perimeter. I can also rotate. So it can go that way, this way. You could make striped fabric because I know a lot of you like stripes on your borders. Let's save that. It's an unlimited save. So it's easier to go back and delete from your collections than it is to try to refine the pattern because it'll be almost nearly impossible because you don't know which click you did. I mean, I'm just playing. Okay, let's go over to a different pattern. Let's hit, um, I think I was just in honeycomb. Let's try pyramid. Wow, that's pretty. That would be a beautiful secondary pattern. I don't really like the tilt on that one though, so let me see if I can get it the way I want it. Now that's a nice basic one. Oh, That's pretty. So let's say you are someone who is going to teach classes and you need fabric panels. This would be a great way to introduce your class, and this could be part of your package deal that they have to use your cheater cloth as part of your package deal, and you figure it into the price. And therefore, you're not only using your own fabrics, but you're making yourself some money at the same time. Other than just the class, you're getting it on the materials as well, and the material is yours. All right, so I'm sure you're getting the idea of how to make your collection over here. The more colors you have in your pattern, the more this will be a variety of different colors. Let's go over to effects. Now we have color adjustment. Let me just pick one that's a little bit easier on color. Let's try this one. Or this one. Hopefully I don't change that by mistake, or maybe I just save it. Let's see. Color adjustment on. We can do brightness. Ooh, I like that. Contrast. Saturation. And see, it changes my color palette, so I don't want to do that. This is a really cool thing. Black and white. You know what you can do with black and white? Coloring books. Dual tone. And you can pick your colors. Look at this. So you can instantly change how you offer it to your community, your audience, based on your color preference. Look at this surface effect. This is called metamorphosis. And take a look at the left and the right side difference. Watch. How cool. And have you seen those quilt patterns where it's different at the bottom and changes as it goes up? This is a perfect example of how you can do that. I'm going to save that one. Just as an option. Vignette. Love that. Halftones. 3D. You can see it on different things. Like here is a cushion. Oh, and you can show the backdrop to match. You got a cushion, a scarf. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Now, print-on-demand stores have scarves, blankets, shirts, pillows, that these designs you can put on those fabrics and put them in your print-on-demand storefront and sell them. That's how easy it is. Notebooks. Okay, you can do sports socks. Now, these are just items. Look at that witch's hat. These are items in the program just to show you they do not sell these. Leggings. Blankets. This dress is gorgeous. Look at that. The last thing I want to show you is exporting. Encourage you to, since it's a repeating pattern for us in the quilting world, I would suggest that you export as, instead of the surface, export it as a tile. I typically, when I wanna have it go across a yard of fabric, I typically download in the 6,000 range so that I can make it as small as I want or as big as I want across that yard of fabric. Part 3 series will be how to take this all over to Spoonflower and set up your storefront and start selling. It'll be overwhelming when you get over there because there are so many patterns. But guess what? I've already sold some. And I've only been on Spoonflower for maybe a month now, and I've already sold some fabrics, which just makes my heart happy. And I'm happy to share with all of you. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.